Somebody's selling fish over here. It's nice to be able to sit down and rest my feet for a while. You know, sitting here gets a guy to thinking. Life is like pillaging a trading vessel bound for Jamestown. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, that's enough rest for me. There's nothing like the smell of buckets upon buckets of rotting fish in the morning sun. It's a rather unspectacular duck. It's a quaint little park. I would go back there, but I really don't want to. Yeah. Excuse me, is this?
Come in.
Come in.
Come in.
What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can.
What is it? Wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very
Prestigious.
Lucrative?
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
well. That changes things.
Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Freefoot, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it.
He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know, it's illegal to make such wrongful
And preposterous.
claims.
Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them.
Put a lien on their catapult.
File a writ of habeas Manius.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money.
Earned, not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office.
What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
Nope.
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 But we'll get right on it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research.
Isn't there something else you could do for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sights.
I guess so.
Oh, hey, you might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married.
This'll save us a trip.
Now be gone. We have work to do. We'll subpoena everyone on the island.
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult. Yipes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed upon our fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Torquemada Marley. How sweet. P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
And just why not, young lady?
Bank policy, sir. I can't convert these traveler's checks because we've never heard of, what's his name? Australia.
But you've honored them countless times before.
We've had a bad run of counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policy. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name. Funny to say, too. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Oh, Struth. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Have a nice day, Mr. Mandrill.
You should switch to decaf.
Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
It's full of reminders.
Kangaroo.
February 14th.
Kangaroo.
Give away free Valentine's Day steaks. Whoa, I gotta remember to come here that day. It's full of reminders. June 6th. Break Jay Flabby's legs if he hasn't repaid loan. Yee, note to self. Do not default on any bank loans from here. It's full of reminders. January 1st. Y 1.6K. Make sure Abacus still works. Like anything's gonna happen. It's full of reminders. February 14th. Give away free Valentine's Day steaks. Whoa, I gotta remember to come. It's full of reminders. January 1st. Why? It's full of reminders. April 1st. Tell everybody their money is gone. Wow, that's just mean. It's full of June 6th. Yee. It's full of April 1st. Tell everybody. Wow. It's full of April 1st. Wow. It's full of January 1st. Why? It's full of June 6th. Break. Yee. It's full of June 6th. Yee. It's full of April 1st. Wow. It's full of June 6th. Yee. It's full of June 6th. Yee. It's full of October 31st. Everybody put on suits and act like gentlemen. Scary. Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more. Hi there.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh, well, there is this.
Oh my! That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir. If you'll just follow me into the vault, we can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest. Well, here it is, sir. The safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
That Governor Marley was an eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now. Hot water
Mr.
bottle,
Threepwood,
monkey
what are you doing out
pacifier,
here?
Groggamus, Jimmy Hoffa, do-it-yourself tattoo kit, bloody stiletto knife, bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips. Ah, there it is.
Stick 'em up!
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Barney heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Come out with your hands up!
I'll never give up!
This thing reeks.
Nobody leaves until I get all the loot and safe passage out of here!
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
I said don't move!
Yeah, I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too. The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit.
Don't even try it, pug!
There seems to be something inside. It's a music box. Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box. It's an empty safe.
Don't be a hero! So long, suckers! And remember, you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood!
Hey! Where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right. Down to the jailhouse with you. All right, you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit. Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
You'll find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offense, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Inspector?
Yes?
I'm innocent. It was the no-nose pirate that robbed the bank.
Who? Peg-Nosed Pete. Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-Nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
Why don't you believe that Peg-Nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed a bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A. New evidence would have to surface, linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2. The stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z. The real criminal would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. You're not gonna lift a finger to help me, are you?
No.
But what about justice?
Haven't you heard? Justice is blind.
Not to mention lazy, apparently.
Quiet, you.
Where can I find Peg-Nosed Pete?
If I knew that, he'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Luca Island.
Can you remove this voodoo anklet? I really need to get back to my wife.
Sorry, you're stuck on this island until your trial arrives. Or until you manage to prove that you're innocent.
When can I expect my trial?
As soon as the judge returns.
Great, when's that?
He should be back within a few weeks, when his vacation's over.
A few weeks? I need to get back to Melee Island today.
Well, I guess you should have thought of that before you went and robbed that bank now, shouldn't you?
But I'm innocent.
Tell it to the judge.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
Iron Maiden! Excellent! I have no idea why I said that. Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Yes?
You're not helping. I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, it's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
Law Practice for Dummies. The Law of the Sea. Statutes and Regulations of Lucre Island. Practicing law in the company of pirates and other swarthy types. Confusion through obscusion.
Handle the truth.
50 ways to sue your ex-lover.
2 words,
To kill a
boys.
mockingbird.
Tough
And get it
love.
reduced to manslaughter. Pirates are from Mars, lawyers are from Uranus.
2 words.
Inherit the wind, too. The monkeys seek damages. Law Practice for Dummies.
Is it time for lunch yet? Yes?
What is it?
We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
We're almost done.
But we need one more document.
The deed to the Marley Mansion.
Gee, that's a coincidence.
Why?
Well, Grandpa Marley's letter mentioned something about the deed being in the Lucre Island Bank, so I went over to get it.
And?
And while I was there, a no-nose pirate robbed the bank, stole the deed, and framed me for bank robbery.
That's horrible.
Outrageous.
Do you need representation?
No thanks. I trust the courts to recognize my inherent innocence. Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
What do you call a galleon full of lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
The terrible tragedy.
A horrible waste?
A potential negligence litigation gold mine?
A good start.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Do the families of these lawyers have proper representation?
What's the difference between a lawyer and the ghost pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While LeChuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck. Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met. How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy.
You hook him up to a reliable,
Though legally inadmissible.
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving. Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one?
Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room. I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit?
That sounds
Intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Can I sue Inspector Kennard for false arrest?
I suppose.
Possibly.
maybe
Well, the media would love it, but Kennard is
How shall we put it?
poor.
broke.
Bereft of funds.
You'd have better luck getting blood from a turnip.
A small turnip.
A small dead turnip.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I'd like to sue the ghost pirate LeChuck for emotional distress.
We can't sue a ghost.
That'd be unethical.
Immoral.
And besides, there's no money in it.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
Habeas, habeas, habeas.